Arizona Wildcats win this game against the Oregon State Beavers. The final score, Arizona Wildcats 76, the Oregon State Beavers 54. I was really interested to see how the Arizona Wildcats were going to start getting back into the winning, into their winning, salute, started getting into their winning habits, because they were 21-0 at one time, and then they got beat by Cal. Then the Arizona Wildcats got beat by Cal, and that was, of course, when Brendan Ashley got his season-ending foot injury. And then the Arizona Wildcats played Oregon, and the Arizona Wildcats only beat the Oregon Ducks by 2. That was on Thursday, and the Oregon Ducks lost to Oregon State. So I was nervous. I thought that the Arizona Wildcats were going to have an even harder time with the Oregon State Beavers. But I don't know. Maybe the Arizona Wildcats are kind of getting back into the groove of things, getting back into the routine of things, and finding out new players to fill spots. And one of the big players that's filling the spot is hollis-jefferson. He had 16 points tonight, and against the Oregon Ducks, he had 14 points. So he's starting to take over that position very well, as far as filling in after Brendan Ashley got he had that season-ending injury. But hollis-jefferson also had 5 rebounds, and 3 of them were offensive, and there was another guy that had 3 offensive rebounds, and that was T.J. McConnell, which is kind of interesting, because T.J. McConnell is a point guard, so you wouldn't think, salute! So you wouldn't think that he would be somebody that would be getting offensive rebounds, because usually he's way out there beyond the arc, or not very close to the rim, but he had 3 offensive rebounds, and it was really nice to see, because the Arizona Wildcats didn't have a 7th man after Brendan Ashley had that foot injury, so we were kind of wanting that 7th man who was going to take the place of that seventh person, and we didn't know if it was going to be Elliot Pitts or Matt Korchek for the Arizona Wildcats. And we've, the last game against the Oregon Ducks, Elliot Pitts knocked down a 3-pointer. So we're getting some good play from him. He didn't knock down any 3-pointers tonight, although he had 3 attempts at 3-pointers, but he didn't make any. He did have 3 offensive rebounds, or 3 defensive rebounds. Sorry about that. So that was quite helpful. But it was interesting tonight. The one that kind of stepped out a little bit was Matt Korchek, and he had 2 out of 4 from free throw land, and he also made 2 offensive rebounds. So that was pretty awesome. I think that is the most valuable thing, is the offensive rebounds. So we had 15 offensive rebounds tonight. The Arizona Wildcats had 15 offensive rebounds tonight, and the Oregon State Beavers only had 4 offensive rebounds. So I think that offensive rebounds are really, really valuable, and that's something that we're going to have to work on, and something specifically that we're going to have to work on a little bit more is free throw attempts. We shot 65% from free throw land, and that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. And it was kind of interesting, because Aaron Gordon only had 1 attempt at a free throw, and he missed that, but he made a three-pointer tonight, and that was his first three-pointer that he made from the whole season. Aaron Gordon shot 8 for 12 for the Arizona Wildcats field goal percentage. So he did pretty good tonight. He had 17 points. Nick Johnson usually get about 16. He averages 16, 18, 20 points, something like that for the Arizona Wildcats. But he only had 10 points, and so I was just wondering if we were kind of if the Arizona Wildcats were kind of dependent on the amount of points that Nick Johnson gets for the Arizona Wildcats. But Nick Johnson only scored 10 points tonight, and he only scored 4 points against that Cal game. Whenever we lost when the Arizona Wildcats lost that Cal game, so I was just wondering if Nick Johnson was going to be not scoring as many points, or if he was going to score less than 10 or 10 or less, that if the Arizona Wildcats were going to not be able to pull it out. But the Arizona Wildcats actually did win this game quite comfortably against the Oregon State Beavers. And Nick Johnson only made 10. Like I said, he shot 4 for 10 from field goal percentage. He tried he had three attempts at three-point attempts, but he didn't make any of them. So hopefully he'll get back in the groove of things and start making some. He really needs to, for his confidence to build. He needs to start knocking down a few three-pointer sometime in there. And another one that was really impressive tonight was Jordan Mays, and the reason why I say that is because he had a season high of 9 points tonight. And he made every single one of his free throws. He had six free throw attempts, and he made all 6 of them. So that was pretty awesome. He had a pretty awesome night tonight. He only had 1 personal foul, turnovers, zero turnovers. So that was awesome. He made 1 out of 2 from three-point land, and like I said, almost all of his points were from free throw attempts, and it was just nice to see him dribble penetrate into the key. And even though him and Rondé Hollis-Jefferson got blocked quite a bit by the Oregon State Beavers. In fact, the Oregon State Beavers had 5 blocks, but they had 12 turnovers, and the Arizona Wildcats only had 8 turnovers. So that is quite acceptable, I think, to Sean Miller for the Arizona Wildcats. But the guy that had 5 blocks was Eric Moreland, their forward from the Oregon State Beavers. The thing that I'm really concerned about is how is the Arizona Wildcats going to perform whenever they play against the ASU Sun Devils on Friday. It's going to be a tough game, because you never know what the rivalry is. All the stats and everything like that kind of goes out the window, kind of flies out the window. It can be something totally different. But it'll be interesting to see what Nick Johnson does that night and Rondé Hollis-Jefferson does against the ASU Sun Devils, because the Arizona Wildcats are going to be playing at ASU, so they're going to be playing so the Arizona Wildcats are going to be playing in Tempe. But anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully, the Arizona Wildcats can beat the ASU Sun Devils. We'll see what happens. Anyway, the Arizona Wildcats win this game against the Oregon State Beavers. Final score: Arizona Wildcats 76 to the Oregon State Beavers 54.